approach each project and bring your unique vision to reality?
It doesn't really come from one person. It comes from a lot of people in the team. It's always it's teamwork, really. And like sometimes the building just designs itself. Like my boss comes over, gives me ideas. Other people come ideas. It's kind of just happens sometimes. Yeah.
Everybody plays a part in it.
So it's not. It's never like one person. Everyone likes to think that. I mean, I start off just like a plan, how big the areas are going to be. And then nowadays I try and think of a theme. Like, what's it going to have a theme about? Is it going to be Maasai theme, or is it going to be ocean theme, or seashell? Something related to the area. So the shapes might look like that, make it. But mostly it's the plan. You got to make the plan work first. If that works, and then that kind of dictates the shape. It's not really, it's the other way around. It can be sometimes, but that's how I work, really, because efficiency is quite big here. So the plan is quite important. So yeah, plan first, and then
Everyone's
3D
stuff. Your
stuff.
team around.
Yeah.
You kind of like motivate each other.
Yeah, and getting inspired by local things, and it's the theme. That's what makes it architecture as opposed to a building. Having a theme of it. I don't know. It could be a Tanzanite diamond theme of a building. It could be some Arabic, Zanzibarian theme. Something like that. If it has a theme, then that's cool. That's what makes it good, I think. If you have a strong theme or strong concept, then that kind of follows through. That's the kind of idea of architecture. It has to have a it's kind of a theme that everything in the design kind of relates to. So that's what makes a good building, I think.
Okay. Is there any particular advancement or technology that you find really exciting? Apart from the timber.
AI, I suppose. AI?
AI? Really? You like it? Actually, there's this video I saw that AI is replacing interior designers and architects. Do you agree?
No, not really. I think it's just helping a bit. Like those themes I was talking about. I was playing around. I was typing in Tanzanite themed skyscraper, and they were giving me ideas. It was Tanzanite themed skyscraper in Dar es Salaam. I typed in that, and they gave me some cool ideas.
Dar es Salaam specifically, yeah?
Yeah, and it just gives you some images of buildings, and you can just take your ideas from that. It's like really good. Like it's a starting point. It helps you, and it's helping a lot now. Even in interior design, you can just do like a Maasai themed auditorium interior in Tanzania, and they'll give you something like that, and it gives you some really good ideas. Actually, yeah, it's like pretty good. And then there's all the mundane tasks, the boring tasks of drafting and stuff. They're going to be replaced by AI. So repetition and stuff, you don't have to do that stuff anymore. Yeah, it's even like going on not just architecture, even content creation as well. You can create animations and stuff now.
Did you try doing that?
No, I was reading about it, but I want to try it. You can practically write a script, and it'll make a cartoon for it, and you can probably put your face on that cartoon, and it'll create it for you.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's replacing animators now.
Yeah, and artists.
Yeah. Graphic designers. I also saw that thing like, can you make a logo of McDonald's themed in a vegetarian ta-da-da-da with a little bit of blue in it, and then boom, it makes you the logo, and you're like,
yeah. I was thinking that about the other day. I was thinking it'd be good for graphic design. Yeah.
Oh, in AI?
Logos probably. Good.
For your merch. Okay. Can you share interesting or unknown facts about your iconic buildings?
My projects. As I said one before, 10% solar panels, runs 10% of the building's energy. That's one. The fully disabled access, so all the projects I do fully disabled access, so they've got disabled ramp at the entry, there's no steps. Every floor has a disabled toilet.
Well, disabled?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Accessible, so for people in wheelchairs.
Oh, for disabled. Okay.
Accessible for people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a disabled accessible toilet on every floor.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ramp, so there's no steps. You have a building entrance. You shouldn't have a step at the entrance because the wheelchairs can't get in.
Mm-hmm.
But most buildings in Tanzania are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in a wheelchair can't even go into the building.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to slope it slightly so it's smooth when you enter the building.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. I'm quite big on accessibility on my projects. So, so all my projects have that.
No steep steps. I saw a video about the steps in Sleepway once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how steep they are.
Too many steps.
Yeah, too steep.
And the other ones, probably a lot. I've put some electronic car charging points.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Luminary had that, and once in Zambia did that. It's a green building thing. You put them in.
Just in case.
Just in
There's
case.
one person in the city who wants to use them.
But no, it kind of encourages the future as well. It encourages the people.
Maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah, so that's good. And then you have showers for people who want to ride their bicycle to work.
Oh yeah, that's super convenient.
Yeah, so you have bicycle racks, and then you have showers near them. So encourages people to use their bicycles.
Okay, that's really nice.
Some of the projects I work on, like you won't believe, there's Market Square and Luminary. There's people don't know, there's 2 stories of basement underneath as well, of car parking. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Market Square's huge, like a huge site, and the whole site is digged up 2 stories, and there's 2 stories of car park underneath. There's so many car parks required on projects, especially office buildings. It's like I can't remember, I always forget it. Maybe like one space per, how many square meters it is, but you need sometimes you need hundreds of car park spaces, and that dictates the design a lot of the time. So yeah, parking is a big thing, even if it's not at the front, there's usually a lot in the basement, hidden. Yeah.
Could you take us through creating one of your notable projects?
Yeah, so there's one I did in Lusaka. It was kind of had it was on a road, quite a bit, not average busy road, and then the city centre was over there, and I kind of shaped the building from that corner, so the focal point on the building was the corner, so I kind of pointed the building towards that city centre, and the lift raised up, and then I put like a courtyard underneath that corner, so the corner was kind of the dominant feature of the building. The roof was raised up, and then because the building was faced north, straight north, and east west, the sun orientates round like that, so on the north, to shade the building you put horizontal like shades, and then on the east and west you put vertical shades. So it was basically horizontal shades there and then vertical shades, and then the thing in the corner, and that kind of dictated the shape of the building really.
Okay, so the building was like straight, or it was a little bit curved?
Yeah, it had to fill the site. It's just a rectangle site.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it had it was bits were cut out of it, kind of thing. That was kind of the concept really. Yeah, but it was modern building there. Kind of wanted to attract international clients, so it did. So yeah, that's how that came about, kind of thing.
Okay, Nice, interesting. Okay, so can you share with us the equipment or technology that you use to bring your architectural plans to life? Like maybe you mentioned the AI before, maybe like a little tool to give you inspirational ideas.
So yeah, it always starts off with pencil, sketch, tracing paper or just paper, pencil. Then goes into software, Revit usually first, software called Revit, which is building information modeling software, 3D modeling. You're basically modeling objects in the software, like you're putting in walls, windows, doors, and each object has information in it. So it tells you how big the door is. If you click on it, it'll tell you how big the door is. If you've got a door handle, what the material is, and stuff like that. And you can count how many doors. It does it all for you.
Okay.
So you model the building in 3D basically. So that starts quite early on. As soon as you do a little sketch, you kind of end up putting it in the software straight away. And then you start planning around. Then I start using, for the theme, I'm starting to use AI now. It's a program called Midjourney. Everyone's using it now in the architecture.
Is it for free?
You can use some of it for free, but if you get a certain amount of images for free, you type it. You got to do it through Discord, you know that software, Discord. You got to sign into Discord, and then you sign into Midjourney, and then it's like a thing, and you type it in. You type in, and then the image gets generated. It's pretty cool. It gives you 4 images for every, like you type in tree themed building in Dar es Salaam, and it'll give you 4 images of a building. You even type in like how many floors, how many, whatever you want.
You can go in details.
And it gives you just a pretty picture basically. So you go, oh, you have a link, just get inspired. Same thing as Google Images or Pinterest, but it's a bit better. That's all. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So use that. But there's other software out you can do. I haven't really experimented with it much, but there's some advanced software that can work out efficiencies a bit better, and generative design is another one, but I don't use that yet or parametric design I don't really use much because I don't really do that much in DAR. It's pretty efficient stuff here, but anyway I use Revit and then sketch a bit, and then to do pretty picture I use another software called Lumion. And that I render stuff in that just makes the model look a bit pretty. And I use a lot of landscaping, like trees, and a lot of my buildings are sometimes that's the main feature of the projects is the landscaping, the trees and the flowers and the plants going around inside the building. So Lumion's good for that. So you can put nice trees and stuff in that. So when you render it and stuff, it looks pretty cool. So that's kind of how I work.
Okay. Are you do you always mentioning trees and the garden? Because I also love that, honestly.
Yeah, because all my projects, the main thing is usually the garden. That's what makes it, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.